Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. In this video, I want to talk about perhaps the most shameful video that Stephen Crowder has published, and that's a video where he defamed the Young Turks, Cenk Uygur and Ana Kasparian. This is Stephen Crowder supposedly doing an impersonation of both of them, and the title of it is Ben Shapiro Gets Owned by Cenk Uygur, and it has Crowder in brown face. Now, many people would find that highly offensive, not because it is socially acceptable for decades. I don't mind it, or indeed non-white people going in whiteface, but just pointing out this very tendentious to start with. And then there's a clip from Ben Shapiro, but immediately he has Cenk Uygur launching into a rant, raving about how things are bullshit and things like that, losing his temper, waving his hands uncontrollably, and just shrieking. Now, I've never known Cenk Uygur to yell in his program. He's always collected. He always remains placid, even when discussing very emotionally charged topics. It was more like an Alex Jones style show, that raving. That's what Stephen Crowder was doing an impression of. And then Crowder plays, what's her name, Ana Kasparian, and there she is insulting Ben Shapiro about being Jewish, saying he's taken the shekel, which again is another anti-Semitic insult. So it was nauseating. Now, first of all, racism is detestable. Moreover, falsely accusing other people of racism is also odious, and that's what he's doing, not to engage with their substantive arguments. And then saying, what's his name, Cenk Uygur likes to eat bacon grease. Now, Cenk Uygur comes from a Muslim background, so I don't know whether he observes that rule, because practicing Muslims don't touch pork or anything like that. So the idea, okay, is Uygur is what? He's obese and greedy. But I thought that was quite unnecessary. I don't think it was at all funny, but it's one of Crowder's least viewed videos. So to accuse these people of racism really is nauseating. It's the lowest of the low. Now, racism certainly exists, and I know that these false accusations fly around. Sometimes Crowder is accused of it. But it's really being the boy who cried wolf about calling people racists when they're not. He should tackle them on the substantive issues. The Young Turks is laudable for many reasons, as in it attempts a serious yet accessible analysis of politics. Could be abstruse to some people, but they use comprehensible vocabulary when discussing complex issues. Another thing is Cenk Uygur is a Turkish American, Ana Kasparian is an Armenian American. You may be aware there's some very bad blood between those two ethnic groups from a century ago and more. The infamous Armenian genocide carried out by certain Turkish people, which does not mean that most Turkish people at the time were in any way involved in this or were even aware of it, but it most definitely happened. So this is absolutely not being Turkophobic. I don't insult Turkish people. No Turkish person should be mistreated for his or her ethnicity, and that includes those of Turkish stock like Cenk Uygur. And no Armenian should be mistreated either. So it's fantastic the way these two people are good friends and colleagues with an excellent working relationship, so it appears. And that's absolutely the way it should be, and I'd like to see that continuing. So to get over some ethnic enmity is a fine example for everybody else, which makes it all the more rebarbative that Stephen Crowder should come out with these baseless accusations, these allegations that they are racist. So he really has done himself a disservice there. I wish he would withdraw and apologise to them for defaming them in this manner, because this sort of libel could really damage their reputation if anyone was foolish enough to fall for it.